How's it going, everybody? Welcome here to week 12. We're kind of moving back into some Japanese arts, moving away from sort of like the sort of periodization of Japan, what was going on in different places, to a little more broader ideas. And this one, I like to break it up between like folk tales and ghost stories, which Japan has a great abundance of both. I gave you the Momotaro one, the Peach Boy story, which is very famous. A kid comes from a peach, ends up having to save his whole, having to save his village from these marauders. So it's a very good story. I mean, I think everybody in Japan would know it. Very popular. You can kind of think of it as like folk tales of America. I don't know which ones, Johnny Appleseed. I don't know people familiar with that, or Paul Bunyan, or kind of some of these stories that all kind of kids would know. And I gave you a link to a bunch of other ones if you like ghosts, if you like folk tales. There's some links there to with a bunch of other folk tales that are all pretty popular. And then also ghost stories. Japan has great ghost stories. They have a really robust amount of ghost and spiritual things. So if you like, I gave you a video of the lady Oida, Uiwa, I think, which is really interesting. You can take a look at that. There's other ghost stories as well there. And then the other side of this arts, I kind of went to the martial arts side, which I think is also pretty interesting, particularly sumo, which I think everyone should have an understanding. If you like Japan, you should sort of have an understanding of what sumo is. Gave a couple videos about what sumo is, and then one about like daily life of a sumo wrestler, which I thought was pretty interesting. And then the other side, martial arts are very popular in Japan and outside of Japan. The one that I've sort of have a little bit of background in is Iaido, which is sort of sword, how to use swords. And I kind of tried to break it down, sort of how it functions, but also talking about the big transition in martial arts between, or many arts in Japan, of sort of pre-Meiji and post-Meiji. That there was definitely a shift in how these things were practiced and taught. So if you're into a martial art, do a little research on that. Or if you've been interested in one, go ahead. If you want to do some sumo, I mean, there's plenty of yokozunas that you could choose from. My if you see back there, my mother-in-law gave me this cool sumo poster for Christmas. So yeah, I'm getting to know some sumo. Her favorite one is from her hometown of Kyushu, so her island area of Kyushu. So sumo's still there. I've never been to a sumo match, though I really want to. That's high on my list of things to do. Yeah, so just pick an art, story, something. If you do a folk tale, just don't do Momotaro, because I kind of already talked about it in the lecture. But any other one is fine. Or if there's one story that's about that, or if you're into a martial arts and want to do sumo, just do it. It's another Padlet, so just kind of do that. Sorry, I got kind of sick on Monday, so I'm still kind of working through that. So I haven't had a chance to get to your final project drafts yet. I'm going to try to get to those tomorrow. Just trying to let me get through today first. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. I'll look at that as best I can. If it's not now or the couple days, I know they're there. I'm getting there. Cool. All right. Well, hopefully you have a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you next week.